First guest in our panel, our expert, Mrs. Olive Helen Mull. She's an expert, she's an educator with an experience of over 30 years. Ma'am has been teaching geography and environmental sciences to senior secondary students. Ma'am, you're welcome.
Thank you, Rashi.
And Mrs. Gunjan Verma, let me introduce you to her. She's an expert, communicative skills, English language and social sciences. Ma'am, welcome on the show.
Thank you, Rashi, to be here with you.
We all know that here today our subject is something that definitely requires a lot of attention, a lot of thought-provoking attitude. That's what I believe in, because we are going to talk about global warming, the challenges and the solution. As we all know, the changes observed, technically if we see, ma'am, all these changes that we observe in Earth's climate since the early 20th century, if we see, it's driven by human activities. Like, we are responsible. What we are giving to nature, we are getting it back. And we are still not out of this pandemic, right? We are taking all the protocols and, all the precautions. And so technically, if I say particularly fossil fuel burning, that increases heat-trapping greenhouse gas levels in Earth's atmosphere, raising Earth's average surface temperature, and human-produced temperature increases are commonly referred to as global warming. So I think we need to understand first that global warming, it's just one aspect of climate change. So what do you have to say about global warming?
Yes, Rashi ji, to understand global warming, I would like to explain the difference between climate and weather first. To be more precise, to understand it in an easy manner, climate is when we talk about a longer span of time, say a period of 35 years. And weather is referred to day-to-day change. So in more simple words, global warming is a gradual increase in Earth's temperature.
That's a gradual increase.
Yes, gradual increase, generally due to greenhouse effects, as you just said, caused by increased level of carbon dioxide, CFCs and other pollutants. For last 40 years, 0.18 degrees Celsius rise in temperature is seen per decade.
Yeah, and that's alarming.
Yes, and these CFCs are harming our ozone layer, which protects harmful rays of sun to enter in Earth's atmosphere.
Yeah, and ma'am, just to add to it, like past 6 years, if we talk about, they've been the warmest on record.
Yes.
Right? Since 80, ma'am, with 2016, 2019 and 2020 being the top 3 according to World Meteorological Organization. And it predicts a 20% probability that temperatures will temporarily exceed 1.5 degrees centigrade as early as 2024. So just I added to what you said.
So ma'am, we must take it as a deadline, and as we know, we cannot do it without the help of others. But as we say, charity begins at home.
Yes.
Every individual contribution is required. It is must. If we want to save our generations, or we can pass it as a heritage.
As a heritage, as a legacy.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, Olive, ma'am, like global warming, we are talking about global warming. We are inviting the students for discussions. We are here for a discussion. What you think about global warming? Like, what exactly it is? Like, how would you want our listeners to understand what global warming is?
As we all know that it's a slow increase in temperature which are caused by greenhouse gas concentration increasing on Earth.
Yeah, as has already been said.
Yes. I would like to elaborate a little bit more.
Yeah.
What Gunjan has said just now. What is the greenhouse effect? It is when Earth's atmosphere allows to entry of solar radiation through, but it obstructs the terrestrial radiation reflected from the Earth's surface, leading to warming of the planet. And greenhouse gases are carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, ozone, nitric oxide, carbon monoxide.
Yes, and that has been very technically put across, Gunjan. Thank
Yes,
you,
ma'am.
ma'am. So that was very important for us to understand what global warming is, because it's very easy to talk about climatic change, global warming, but people don't know the difference actually. That global warming is just one aspect of this climatic change. And yes, we have discussed it at length and over a long period of time. That of course includes precipitation, temperature, wind patterns, and all that. Now, ma'am, moving on to the hazards, right? The local hazards of this global warming that we as residents face, we as the inhabitants of this planet face. So let's talk first about the local hazards of global warming, Mrs. Gunjan.
I think most of us know it. It disturbs ecosystems, resulting in the rise of temperature, water shortage, that is drinking water. We have seen documentaries over this, how people travel miles and miles to have drinking water. To add to it, I would like to mention about our inland sea, Aral Sea, that has almost dried up due to uncontrolled human development activities. We, the resident of Prayagraj, have faced floods on the Doab in 2013, 2016 and 2021. When Ganges and Yamuna swelled up, people suffered
Yes.
and cursed, but they missed the hidden fact, which is growing population had made humans encroach riverbeds. So we can easily say for 11 months you are living on the land which is, I would like to say, which belongs to the rivers. And for when it comes for 15 days, you're crying, you're cursing.
Yeah.
You're not limiting your encroachment.
Yes, and that is the saddest part.
To add to it, Rashi, road widening is resulting actually in cutting of trees. I think one-way traffic is better solution than cutting trees, because we all know.
And we have seen hundreds and hundreds of trees being cut so mercilessly.
Yes, and many of them were more than 150 years old trees.
Yeah.
I don't know how people forget that these trees are the source of oxygen. So how can we miss that?
And of course, ma'am, global hazards when we talk about, so local hazards collectively taken, they definitely become a global hazard. Ma'am, your experience of Prayagraj, as ma'am has talked about the floods, what about the attitude of the people here in the city, country, on global level?
As the sea level is rising, we have rise in refugees because sea level is rising and people are they don't have any place to live in. Increase in new viruses from the melting of ice sheets, because ice sheets were there, and when it's melting, people are getting sick.
They are getting
and
sick.
new viruses are coming. Change in vegetation and soil belts which affect the agriculture patterns, and effect on food supply with new stable land after ice sheets melting. I'm talking about ice shields only because it's very fast.
Glaciers
fast.
are melting very, very fast. Ma'am, the heat waves, heavy downpours, storm damage, glaciers melting, increasing floods, fire threats. This is my question to both of you. Higher death rates, acidic oceans, high sea levels, and wildlife extinction rates. We are cutting the mountains, we are cutting the trees. My next question is to you, Mrs. Gunjan Verma. Like rapid industrialization, that's one of the reasons of this global warming. And to take it to Britain, that first began in Britain, and high rate of growth in steam power and iron production that occurred after 1800. And if we just see this industrialization, ma'ams, the steam engine, the age of science and mass production, and then the rise of digital technology that we all are facing. So now the microphone is all yours to talk on this, that where the solution lies and how to save this generation from this addiction of digital technology, something that we cannot live without, but something where we have to draw a line, when it comes to our health hazards, when it comes to good health, when it comes to our solace that we expect nature.
I will begin from your words only, like talk about fire threats. So we cannot miss the news we hear about the fires in jungles of California, Australia, which has killed many wild animals. I mean,
That was really sad.
painful
It
to
was
see,
so
ma'am. It was so painful, and I was feeling like I'm helpless. I cannot do anything. So these increased fire threats, droughts, weed and pest invasions, we cannot
Yes.
miss, which we had during pandemic in the month of April 2021 when locust came to our country.
The
which
swarm,
was
the attack of locusts.
Yes, which attacked our fields. And to continue with what you asked, that 3/4 of power generation is another cause of this global warming because it is produced by burning fossil fuels, and only 1/4 of is generated by wind, sun, and other renewable sources. I tell you, Rashi, I visit many people. I love meeting people, and in whole of Allahabad, I have seen one house in Rajrupur who have arranged a system to generate electricity with the help of sun. And they have invested on it. I can name them, but naming someone will
What you're trying to tell is that people, they are
getting
sensitized.
aware, huh?
They are getting
But the
sensitized.
rate
they're
is
getting aware.
very
low.
poor.
Very poor.
Then we cannot ignore mining of cement and iron. Deforestation is the most damaging cause in the name of infrastructural development because it is being done without taking note of long-term effects. Recent landslides in Uttarakhand is an example.
Now, just drawing your attention towards the 26th United Nations Climate Change Conference 2021 that's started in Glasgow, Scotland, October 31. They came to a conclusion that climate crisis that we face is a collective challenge. We have our accountability and we must adopt green habits. And UNICEF says that 1 billion children are at extremely high risk from the impacts of climate change. So plastic wrappings, I believe they can be banned on fruits and veggies. So we may just sum up with our ideas like how we can inspire the youth to be more aware, to be more nature conscious.
Add to it, I will mention few names like the low-lying country of Maldives, the Great Barrier Reef of Australia, Amazon rainforest, Comodo Islands, Indonesia, Glacier National Park in USA. All are at high risk. Because sometimes tourism also results in irreparable damage.
Absolutely. So finally, the biggest solution is be kind to nature, be compassionate to nature. Population is that one catastrophe that this planet is facing. Let's say no to plastic. Use your consumption of electricity. One should reduce that. There shouldn't be wastage of electricity. You cannot plant a tree, it's okay, but at least don't cut it. Water it at the right time.
Okay.
And
Ma'am,
yes, you want to say
I
something?
wanted to say,
Let's
see, we can take it like a give and take relationship. Mother Nature has gifted us humans uncountable gifts. So we can recycle. At least skins of vegetables and fruits can be share of domestic animals or can be used as manure.
Yeah. So thank you very much for being on this panel of discussion. I would love to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Mrs. Olive Helen Mull and Mrs. Gunjan Verma for being here and for giving your valuable time and sharing your views on global warming, the challenges and solution. Thank you so much.
You were just listening to a discussions, Global Warming, Challenges and Solutions. The participants were K. Rashi Kumar, Olive Helen Mull and Gunjan Verma. With that, we came to our English program. This broadcast came to you from All India Radio, Allahabad. Please stand by for our...
आकाशवाणी है। कोविड-19